Welcome students to OMVVM College. Here we are going to record the lecture of what is technical communication skill. This is the first semester's introduction of technical communication skill. First of all, we will see what is technical communication skill. That is our first objective. Now, according to the communication, there are so many definitions given in different books, but here we just take a common definition about technical communication skill. So please note down what is technical communication skill. The definition of technical communication skill is that is a written and oral communication about business and industry. So that is technical communication skill. Now technical communication skill is made up of two words. One is technical and another one is communication. Now communication is basically what that there are different objects involved in communication. That is there is a sender, receiver and a medium, and other things are that in that communication will be established between two different communications. Now that is a simple communication. Now normally whenever technical communication is basically there, then whenever we have any gadgets buy from different organizations and different things, then you cannot able to operate that device particularly. So in order to operate that device, what do you require? That how to use this device. Say for example, you buy a mobile from a company and it will give you a user manual that how to install an OS into this mobile, then how to install an app into the mobile, then how to use that app in the mobile. All this basically includes a technical detail about the system, and that is the thing that we need to use this. So that is a technical communication skill. Now technical communication skill basically having focus on products and services, not on the letter writing and everything. Okay, so that is main focus of the communication, technical communication. Now basically in this, how to manufacture them, market them, manage them and deliver them and use them. That are the things that is related to given in the communication of the product or a service. Now technical communication is an important part of our daily work life. As we know that nowadays so many devices are connected and come in market. So that is the we are not able to remember each and every detail of every device. So we need to understand this device operation in order to manage the things. So that is what we require a technical communication. Now we will see the definition of, or we have seen the definition of communication skill. Now we will see the meaning of communication. Meaning of communication is, the word communication has been derived from a Latin word communis, which means to share. Whatever information we have regarding a service or a product, we need to share amongst the users, amongst the technical persons, how to use the details, how to use the devices, how to use some services, right? Say for example, if you go to a hospital or anywhere, now if the particular that organization is provide different services. Now in order to understand that which services are provided by the organization, there are some information displayed on that organization's either notice board or any of the wall in that particular organization when you enter into this, and it will show you how to basically use the services of that particular organization which is providing. So that is we this information is shared by different organizations or to provide services or product. Now communication may be defined as sharing information and ideas. Communication is a two-way, we know that communication is a two-way process. In communication process there must be a sender and a receiver. Now what is the importance of communication that we will see in this topic now? Communication is very important to maintain good customer relations. Basically you have a product, say you are selling a mobile phone, then whenever you are selling a mobile phone, then if you want to maintain a good relationship with customer, then in order to provide information regarding to the customer, that customer is buying, say you have a particular customer X and he or she is buying a product from your shop, or say up to rupees 5,000 every day, okay, then that customer is basically your good customer. So you have to maintain relationship with that customer. So if you want to sell a product which is cost not less than 5,000, then particular customer X is listed in your communication. So that is why that is how you maintain the relationship with the customer in order to go for a relationship. To ensure that work is accomplished on time, basically communication requires to accomplish the work in time, because say for example some you are having a project of building a housing scheme. Now you have say 500 customers. Now every customer, to contact every customer individually, it is not possible for us to maintain communication live. So we will create some, say, website, or we will send some messages to the different customers according to your need. Say how much what is the phase of building is cost, everything, every detail is scored under that. So that is to accomplish on time, to provide documentation that works has completed, or the progress report you are saying. So now, as previously I said that you are running a housing scheme. Now which phase is coming next, and which phase is right now going on, that is basically you are giving it. So that information you are preparing a report, say weekly, monthly, daily, or whatever bi-monthly. So that is basically a documentation that is completed, and that shows the progress report. To generate income, we do communication to generate income, to keep machinery working. Say you are having running an organization, production house. Now production house has many machineries. So in order to we are living in Morbi. So Morbi is a ceramic city. So in ceramic industry there are so many machineries that is using by the companies. Now which machinery is working properly and which machinery is not working properly, you have to maintain each and every machinery. So you should prepare a report of that machinery in order to keep it in a working position. So that is a report will say the how much machinery is working. And the last one is to ensure that the correct equipment is purchased, technical descriptions. As a customer will don't know that how much information that he has. As a customer, if some customer is coming to you and you wanted to give information to them, then you provide technical descriptions of per product or a service in order to maintain a good relationship. Next topic is to continue of importance of communication, to participate in teleconferences or video conferences, that is oral communication. So oral communication means the messages which is not written, which is spoken messages, are called the teleconferences or video conferences are known as oral communication. To get a job, we prepare our resume, biodata in order to get a job. To define terminology, online help, say you are using a mobile or a computer, then each mobile and computer will have a help menu in their devices. To inform world about companies, products and services, that is internet websites and blogs, to maintain the good relationship. Now, what are the communication scopes? There are two communication scopes available, audience scope and subject scope. Audience scope is basically that you are belonging to a Morbi. So Morbi city is basically having a more data related to ceramic industry. So that is a audience scope. So if you go to a particular geographical location, then you have to select a audience scope. And subject scope is basically that if I am talking about learning English, then learning English is a worldwide subject, is a global subject. So whenever you go for a subject, it is a global thing, and whenever you go for an audience, then it is limited to a particular group of persons. So that is audience scope. Now let us understand by the topic. When we deal with audience scope, first of all, it require for the communicator to clearly identify the target audience of the communication. Whatever product or services you are launching or you are using in you are preparing for communication, then you should keep in mind that whether the existing users are using going to use this document, or new users are going to use this document. Say for example, if customer is buying a product, then he is a new user. And say for example, you have sold a particular product or a service, and you just want to get new features of available devices, right? New features in the devices, or you are adding some new features in a software, then you need to communicate with the existing device customers. So there are basically audience scope. Now subject scope is that the communication should contain information that readers or listeners need to know. Which information you are going to give in this communication is basically the subject scope communication. It is important that the communication should always clearly identify the subject scope of communication. Yes, that is the main thing, that is clearly identify the subject scope of the communication. So this is important word about scope of subject. Now in next topic we will understand the process of communication in next lecture. Thank you students.